Good afternoon, warriors. Welcome to Warrior Wednesday. So today I just want to talk to you about warrior strength. And I'm going to take some excerpts from a book that I'm assigning to our tribes in the fall, and I'd love for you to read as well. It's called The Way of the Warrior. It might be on this backwards, the video, but The Way of the Warrior. And it's just a phenomenal best-selling author from Erwin McManus, and he's a pastor and has started Mosaic Church and in the United States, and it's actually in California, and just a really neat man. But anyway, wrote this book, and we're going to be studying this in the fall, and so I've read ahead of schedule, of course, and I just want to talk to you about having warrior strength. Our greatest strength is having that warrior strength, right? So when we're fully alive, we get to live and give back in the world. We have more life than we need. We have life in abundance. We shouldn't be afraid to give our lives away. Because Jesus once said, I have come to bring you life and life in abundance. So I love the story about the woman who touched Jesus while she was in the crowd. And when she had touched him, he had stopped and he looked around and he asked, who touched me? And he knew who touched him. But his disciples were perplexed, for he was being touched by endless people, right? So who could touch him when he's being bombarded by people on either side? And it's one of the most unaddressed passages in the Bible, because we are told that Jesus felt power leave him. And this woman was marked by a disease and was desperate to find her healing. She believed that Jesus would be the source of this healing. So unlike the rest of the crowd who touched Jesus without any intention, this woman touched his garment, believing that what she needed most was found only in him. In the simplest of terms, her faith became the conduit of God's power flowing to her. It was such a dramatic exchange of power that Jesus had felt. Who touched me is a strange question when you're being pressed against by a crowd, yet somehow she knew he was referring to her. How could she have known that he was singling her out? She wasn't the only one that touched him, but she was the only one who received his power. Isn't that incredible? When Jesus came face to face with this restored woman, he did not reprimand her for accessing his power, but commended her for faith and releasing her to go live in a new peace and freedom she has never known. It's so incredible that we know as warriors that we are not the source of our strength. The warrior knows that there's strength inside of us, but there's strength because of our weaknesses. The warriors found their strength in their weaknesses. So that's what we need to do, is look at our weaknesses and how can we strengthen in those weaknesses. God is the ultimate strength, and he is the one that's going to give you all that power and strength. We can boast all the more gladly about our weaknesses because Christ's power rests in them. We are created by God, who is the Spirit, right? And though we appear as flesh and blood, every cell in our body has energy, and all this energy comes from God. Every cell, everything. And this is the most magnificent part of our strength. So just talking to you today about warrior strength, it's powerful. And reading this book is amazing. It's definitely changed my life, and any book that I can share with you that's life-changing is awesome. So I know I came from a different location today. I am out of town. And so I just wanted to bring to you anyway on Warrior Wednesday, your strength warriors. So stay fierce, stay bold, brave, and beautiful. And thank you so much for checking out our Warrior Wednesday video.